What's up, guys? My name is Brandon. You guys can call me Swifterrs, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite video here on my channel. Today I'm coming at you guys with a super exciting video because in today's video we are going to be taking a look at 10 skins you hate getting killed by here in the game. In today's video we are going to be taking a closer look at every single skin found within a Fortnite Battle Royale, and I'm going to be bringing you guys my top 10 list of skins that I personally hate at getting killed by here in Fortnite. So of course, by taking a look at every single skin found within Fortnite, we are going to have to narrow it down to just 10, and I'm assuming a lot of the skins that I will be talking about in today's video are skins that I assume a lot of you guys probably hate at dying from just as much as I do. Now, I would say that some of the skins that I mention throughout this video are going to be included in this list purely because they are fueled by my hatred towards these skins, and when I say hatred, what I mean by that is there are actually some skins here in Fortnite that I personally find to be extremely ugly, and I honestly don't know why anyone would purchase them. So whenever I get killed by a skin that I find to be extremely ugly, I honestly get so pissed off at the game. I close app, I turn off my PlayStation, and I don't play for the rest of the day. I don't know why I have this weird thing towards a couple of skins, but of course you guys will sort of understand exactly what skins I'm talking about as we get into today's video. So I do apologize for that long intro, but with all of that out of the way, let's get started with today's video, taking a look at 10 skins you hate getting killed by here in Fortnite. Alrighty guys, so to start this video off, the very first skin I would say the majority of players here in Fortnite Battle Royale absolutely hate dying from is probably the most obvious. This is the default or the no skin. As you guys can see, the gameplay that I'm showing you guys right now is actually of me using the no skin, and I'm really hoping that every person that I killed in this gameplay hates me and they are so pissed off that they died from a no skin. But of course, I would say that getting killed by a no skin is one of the most infuriating things here in the game. Now, there are two types of people that rock the default skin. There are those who really don't play Fortnite all that much and are somewhat bad at the game, and because of that, they haven't purchased a lot of skins, they haven't invested a lot of their money into Fortnite, and because of that, they just rock the no skin and they casually play Fortnite, and they really aren't all that good. If you get killed by someone who is a really bad Fortnite player using the no skin, it can definitely be super frustrating. At the same time, there is another type of individual who uses the default skin, and that is someone like myself who sometimes likes to deceive his enemies. So I like to think that I'm a pretty good Fortnite player. I'm sure some people may actually disagree with me on that statement, but overall I do like to think that I am pretty good at the game, and because of that I sometimes like to rock a default or a no skin to trick my enemies, because personally whenever I see someone rocking a default, I sort of always assume that they're bad at the game. So I'm hoping that whenever I rock a default, people assume that I may be bad at the game, and then I trick them and I'm actually pretty good. So I can only hope that for however many people I kill while I'm using the default skin, I hope all of them get pissed off, and I can guarantee that whenever I personally die by someone using a no skin, I would probably also get very pissed off as well. Moving on to the next skin I personally hate at getting killed by here in Fortnite is an uncommon skin. This is the Crimson Scout. Now, I know what some people may be thinking, Brandon, why do you hate dying by the Crimson Scout? Well, I will tell you why. I would say that 9 times out of 10, whenever I encounter someone using the Crimson Scout, I kill them. However, 10 out of 10 times I encounter someone using the Crimson Scout, they're always a bad player. I don't know what it is, but anyone who uses the Crimson Scout, from my personal experience, really isn't all that good. I have yet to see one person that I've encountered be good at using this skin, so whenever I die by someone using the Crimson Scout, it's from something stupid that I do. They don't outplay me, I just mess up and they're able to get a lucky shot off. Again, I'm not saying that everyone who uses the Crimson Scout in Fortnite is bad. All I'm saying is all of the people that I have personally seen using the Crimson Scout are really bad at the game. I honestly don't know what it is, so whenever I die by someone using this skin, it definitely makes me mad. Moving on to the next skin I personally hate dying from here in Fortnite. This is actually a free skin. Here we have the Blue Striker. Now, the reason why I hate dying by someone using the Blue Striker is because, first off, I really don't think this skin is all that cool. It is a free skin, and because of that, there are players that have this skin that probably don't have any other skin. Now, I want to sort of preface this by saying that I absolutely do not think that you need to spend money on Fortnite to be good at it. That is not the case whatsoever. I know a lot of people are really good at Fortnite that unfortunately cannot afford V-Bucks to get skins. So because of that, the Blue Striker may be one of the few skins that they do have because this is technically a free skin. However, from my personal experience, the majority of players using the Blue Striker really aren't all that good at the game because they don't have any other skin. Now, again, I did want to be very careful when I say that just because I know you do not need to spend money on Fortnite to be good at the game. However, from personal experience, if you're willing to invest a lot of money into a video game, it's probably because you spend a lot of time on that video game, and it's probably because you are pretty good at it. So while many people probably have the Blue Striker and are good at the game, from my personal experience, I have only encountered people that really aren't all that good, and whenever I get killed by someone rocking the Blue Striker, it definitely makes me mad. So moving on to the next skin, this is the Rogue Agent. As I'm sure a lot of you guys are already aware, the Rogue Agent is a skin that came to Fortnite a couple of months ago with the first ever Fortnite starter pack. Now again, I want to sort of preface this by saying that I don't think that you need to spend money on Fortnite to be good. However, a lot of players that probably couldn't afford V-Bucks to purchase some of the more expensive skins bought the Fortnite starter pack just because it was a really good deal. You got a skin, and I believe you got 600 V-Bucks as well. So this was a very appetizing deal to a lot of players that unfortunately couldn't invest a lot of money into Fortnite, and because of that, there was evidently a lot of players that really weren't all that good at the game that purchased the Rogue Agent. Even today, players rocking the Rogue Agent really aren't all that good at Fortnite, so whenever I die by someone using this skin, it definitely is extremely frustrating. So very similar to the Rogue Agent, we now segue in to our next skin. This is the Wingman. Of course, the Wingman is a skin that came to Fortnite a couple of weeks ago with the second Fortnite Battle Royale starter pack. And again, I really don't need to talk much about the Wingman just because all that I said about it could definitely be attributed to what I previously said with the Rogue Agent. However, when I do get killed by the Wingman, it definitely makes me mad. Moving on to another skin I personally hate getting killed by here in Fortnite. This is an epic skin. This is the Funk Ops. Now, the Funk Ops, in my opinion, is actually a really awesome skin. Unfortunately, it's a skin that I don't personally own, and I'm actually going to consider purchasing it when it comes back to the item shop, if it ever does. Now, the reason why I hate getting killed by the Funk Ops is mainly due to the fact that I think it's a very goofy skin. Whenever I see someone rocking this skin, all I can think about is that giant afro bouncing up and down as he's running through Fortnite. So I think it's a really funny and goofy skin, and because of that, if I were to get killed by a funny goofy skin, it definitely makes me a little bit mad. I honestly feel like whenever I encounter someone using the Funk Ops, they're honestly a pretty good player, and I think that that's also what annoys me so much when other players are better at me at the game and they end up killing me. Regardless, I do think that the Funk Ops is a pretty cool character, and as I said, I will probably purchase it when it comes back to the item shop. Regardless, that doesn't change the fact that I still get annoyed when it kills me. Moving on to the next skin I hate dying from. This is a skin a lot of people hold near and dear to their hearts. Here we have Tomato Head. Now, I do have a couple of things to say about this skin. I remember when he first came to the item shop, I purchased him because I thought he was so funny and so awesome. However, my love for him soon turned into hatred because I eventually found him to be a very ugly skin, and I definitely regretted my purchase. However, while I once loved him and then my love turned to hatred, my hatred is now turned back into love because as you guys know, with the introduction of Season 5, the Tomato Head on top of Tomato Town has been removed and relocated to somewhere else. So because of that, I started to appreciate the actual Tomato Head skin a little bit more. But still, I sort of go back to what I previously said with the Funk Ops. Because the Tomato Head is such a funny and goofy skin, it always makes me so mad when someone rocking this ridiculous skin ends up killing me. So with these last three skins, I sort of want to go back to what I previously said in the very beginning of today's video, and that is in regard to how some of the skins that I wanted to talk about are going to be because I personally hate them. They are fueled by a hatred for how ugly these skins are. And coming to our very first skin that I hate dying by because I hate it so much, because it is so ugly, this is the Moisty Merman. Surprisingly, this is actually a skin that is in the item shop right now. I don't know what it is about this skin. I find it to be super ugly. I think it's a gross, disgusting looking skin. I know a lot of people actually really like this skin, but personally, this skin definitely does not fit my taste buds, and that is why I hate it, and that is more so why I hate getting killed by it. Moving on to the next skin I hate dying by because it is fueled by my hatred for how ugly it is. This is a skin I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me on. Here we have the Leviathan. Again, I really don't have much to say other than the fact that it's a skin I really do not like all that much, and because of that, it definitely infuriates me when someone rocking the Leviathan kills me. But as I said, I know a lot of people really like this skin. So moving on to the 10th and final skin here in today's video, I would say that this is a skin that I probably hate more than any other skin here in Fortnite. I think it is honestly the ugliest skin here in Fortnite Battle Royale. If you guys like this skin, if you guys have this skin and use it a lot, I do apologize. However, this is the Flytrap. I don't know what it is about this skin. I think that this skin is the ugliest in the game, and whenever someone rocking the Flytrap thirsts me, I absolutely hate it. This is the skin that makes me uninstall Fortnite. So guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. With all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be sure to catch you guys later.